All right, hey everybody. We're gonna go into multiplying and dividing. Um, just make sure we got what's going on. So, because rational expressions are ratios of polynomials, all of the operations with rational expressions work the same way as regular fractions. So remember, if we're gonna multiply two fractions, oh my colors, I do this every time. We'll get it back. So when we multiply two fractions, I'm gonna take 2/3. I'm gonna times it by 4/5. So I multiply straight across, I get 8/15. Remember also, if we take 2/3, let's multiply by 6/4. Just to say, remember we can always cross cancel. So 2 and 4, 3 goes into 6 one time, so 2, you get 1. If you did it again, remember that would have been 12/12, which reduces to 1 as well. So remember you're cross canceling. You can multiply them together, you can cross cancel to simplify before you multiply. Division, if I have 2/3 divided by 4/5, remember it's keep, change, flip. So multiplying fractions, or dividing fractions, sorry, we keep the first fraction, change division to multiplying, and then flip the second fraction. Now we can cross cancel, 2 and 4 reduce to 1/2, multiply straight across now, so you get 5/6. So remember it's keep, change, flip. Not KFC, KCF. All right, so here multiplying, I did put the star, I forgot about this. So it's often easier to multiply and divide rational expressions after factoring. So try to factor everything best you can first, and then we're good to go. So here, kind of looking at what I got, a bunch of little monomials. We're going to try to cancel a bunch of things here. So we got an x up top and an x up bottom. It's okay because you're multiplying everything. There's no addition or subtraction, so you can cancel what appears to be the same thing. I got a 7 and a 4, so I can cross this out and that becomes an x cubed. Just like we talked about yesterday with simplifying, 7 minus 4 is 3, so you can cancel that. 2 and 20 becomes a 10 up there. So all I have left, if you get lost, just kind of rewrite it. I got 10/15. Those are both divisible by 5. So your answer here is just 2/3. You can cancel piece by piece. If you get confused, write what's left over and then keep canceling. So you can take it piece by piece by piece if you would like. All right, over here. Let's start factoring everything. So 10x and minus 40. GCF there is 10. If I take out a 10, that leaves me with an x minus 4. All right, the bottom. What factors of 8 give you -6? So -4 and -2, x minus 4, x minus 2. I'm multiplying. Up here I got an x plus 3. Down here GCF is 5. Leaves me with an x plus 3. All right, now I'm going to do the same process. I'm going to start canceling what I can. So I got an x plus 3 up top, x plus 3 at bottom. Now, when you're factoring, leave everything in your parentheses so that way you know to cancel and everything's got to be the exact same. X minus 4 and x minus 4. I sometimes like to go ahead and rewrite this. So I got a 10 up top, x minus 2, and then a 5 down in the bottom. Now I see 10/5. 10 divided by 5 is 2. So I got 2/x minus 2. Now, x cannot equal, if we look on the bottom row here, x cannot equal 4, x cannot equal 2, and x cannot equal -3. We still have to do our excluded values. I forgot to do that over here, but that was a number here. X cannot equal 0 from the beginning. That's my fault. I apologize. All right. So that was this one. Factored everything, then canceled what I could. When you get tired of canceling or don't know, rewrite what's not canceled, and then try to simplify a little bit further. Then remember to exclude or to include your excluded values. If you forget what that is, watch yesterday's video on simplifying. We go back over it. All right, let's look at this one. So x squared minus 16, that's your difference of squares. So that factors into x plus 4 times x minus 4. Down here, I'm going to come over here and do it. So what factors of 4 give you -4? So -2 and -2. So x minus 2, x minus 2. x minus 2 up here. What factors of 8 give you 6? That's a positive 4 and a positive 2. All right, now let's see what all we can cancel. So I got an x plus 4 and an x plus 4. I got an x minus 2 and an x minus 2. So that's all that can cancel. So I got an x minus 4 over x minus 2 and x plus 2. I'm okay if you leave it like this. There's no point in multiplying it out because you're not going to get the same factors. You cannot reduce the 4 and the 2 because of the plus signs. They have to be, everything needs to be included in order to cancel that out. So x cannot equal, if I'm looking at this row right here all the way across, it cannot equal positive 2, negative 4, and negative 2. So that is my solution here. So all you're doing here when you're multiplying is you are factoring each piece, the top and the bottom, canceling what you can. After you factor everything, look at the denominator and write your excluded values. All right. Division is the same thing. Just remember it's keep, change, flip. I like to take that out of the case first. So here I'm going to rewrite it. So x to the 5th, y to the 4th over 3xy, change, flip. And we're back to what we just did. So keep, change, flip, and we're back to example 1. So let's see what we can cancel here. I can cancel out the y's. I only got 1x, so I can change this one to a 2. Because 3 minus 1 is 2. If you want to cross the whole thing out and make it an x squared, you can. So now I want to multiply across without simplifying. So y to the 4th, x squared, all over 3. Remember, when you multiply, you add exponents. And you got your answer here. Since it's got a y, I'm not going to worry about excluded values. All right. Sample B. So keep, change, flip. All right, now I don't bother canceling right there. I could. You can cancel right there if you want to. I'm going to go ahead and just solve it like I did. So x plus 3 is up top. So what factors of 1 give you negative 2? That's a really poor x. So negative 1, negative 1. So x minus 1, and x minus 1 and an x plus 3. If you want to, before you cancel it here, x cannot equal 1 and 3. Go ahead and write that to the side. I'm fine with that. So that way you got it. Now let's cancel what we can. I got a negative 1 here and a negative 1 here, a plus 3 here and a plus 3 here. So I canceled everything off the top, so I just leave a 1. I need a placeholder. If you put 0, everything goes away, so your placeholder is 1. So 1 over x minus 1 with your excluded values of x cannot equal 1 or negative 3. All right, last one. So here, keep, we got some work to do here. Change, flip. That's not flipping it. All right, and all I can do to make this harder is just make them harder to factor. So here, I got a difference of squares. So I got an x plus 5, x minus 5. Over here, let's factor this bottom one. So I have 12 times 2 is negative 24 and 5. So that's a positive 8 and a negative 3. So remember, this is x plus 8, x minus 3, but my a term was 2. So I have to divide by 2. So that gives me an x plus 4 and a 2x minus 3. All right, let's go look at the other fraction. So what factors of 20 give you 9? So 5 and 4. So x plus 5 and x plus 4. And then what factors of negative 10 give you negative 3? So that's a negative 5 and a positive 2. So let's look at this here. My excluded values. X cannot equal here. The first one is negative 4. Plus 3 divided by 2, so 3 halves. 5 and negative 2. So write that out, keep it. Now let's start canceling what we can. So I got an x plus 4 on the bottom and an x plus 4 on the bottom, an x minus 5 and an x minus 5. So I got x plus 5 and x plus 5 over 2x minus 3 and an x plus 2. So there's my answer. You could have different variations of this answer if it's a multiple choice test. I could write this as x plus 5 squared up top and x minus plus 2. I could see this answer. Or you could FOIL it out. You could see it FOILed out. So up top, that would be x squared plus 10x plus 25 over 2x squared, 4 minus 3, so plus x minus 6. You could see an answer written like this as well. So be careful with multiple choice questions. Your answers could be written differently. I like the first one. To me, this is good, and this is good. To me, those are the most practical answers. If you want to multiply it out, you can. Seems like that's a little bit extra work, though. So that's all multiplying and dividing is. So make sure you're factoring what you can and then canceling what you can. And don't forget your excluded values. So over here, you see, it's just a bunch of practices. They're all the exact same kind of looking things. The left side's all multiplying. The right side is all division. So practice a couple of these. Today you have I think it's a 6-question quick check on eClass. So make sure that gets tackled. If you have any questions, please, please, please let me know. Other than that, good luck, and I am here to help. Have a wonderful rest of your day.